Is Mr. Beast a disgusting, exploitive monster, or is he a hero? Or both of those arguments have been flying around the internet for over a day now. And that's because over the weekend, he uploaded a video titled 1,000 Blind People See for the First Time, where you see him work with a surgeon to perform an operation on blind and partially blind people that would allow them to get their vision back.
They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
But the thing is, a lot of these people just don't have access to it or the money for it, even though it's life-changing. With a number of people sharing their stories to Mr. Beast and his team, one person in the video saying blindness stopped them from working, another saying he's never been able to drive a car, but this procedure changed all that. And of course, because it's Mr. Beast, he didn't just stop at the surgeries. He gave one guy a Tesla, others got money.
What does this say?
You just won $10,000.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
You also see him take this international with people from other countries also getting help, and in total changing at least 1,000 lives. And largely the response to this video has been very, very positive. People saying it's heartwarming, it's amazing, but also others saying things like, are we going to start celebrating people with resources giving back to people for entertainment only? He gave these surgeries to people who agreed to be in a YouTube video for him to monetize. How is that charity? And he just makes people dance on camera for basic human needs so he can make millions. As well as some that were split saying he makes a good impact, but he does it in a borderline or maybe not borderline unethical way that benefits himself more than anyone he could ever help. Giving should be a selfless act.
Well, here was some of the online discourse, courtesy of Distractify, to give you a little bit of flavor of what people were saying. Quote, if Mr. Beast truly wanted to do something good and truly cares about disabled people, he would not monetize their suffering and make them tap dance on video just so he can slap it up on YouTube. I'm tired of having to perform gratitude for wealthy people just to stay alive. Others went even further. This person tweeted, there is something so demonic about this, and I can't even articulate what it is, and they've got screenshots from the video. Sticking with the satanic theme here, this individual really went all in, tweeting, he is literally the Antichrist.
There's always some sick people. Okay, but we won't talk about that. So what do you think about people being mad about this?
Okay. I'm going to start from the beginning. I don't like when people film people giving to homeless people.
You got a little... sorry.
That don't matter. They're not going to show the camera. Whatever.
So you walk in the world and you always look sharp. Go ahead. I support you. Go ahead. I'm support. There's nothing to do with the camera. This is for you. Pause.
It's fine.
All right,
it's fine.
Stop getting like a schoolgirl because I said something nice.
That's fine. And I'm not going to find it. It's so f***ed up to have a beard like that.
Wait, this is a selfless act I just did for you on camera, which we're going to monetize.
You're a f***ing demon.
I'm the Antichrist. You didn't even see that coming. I would not have done that kind of thing off camera.
You are a demon.
Hey, I'll say this. People get mad because they film the stories. Take the macro aspect out of it. This is your sibling, your sister, your brother, your father. Doesn't matter. They've not been able to see for most of their life. And they can't afford to fix it, and you can't afford to pay for it. And Mr. Beast comes by, and he says, listen, I think I can help. I can give your father his eyesight so he can look at you again. And he gives you an option. He says, we can tell your story, or we cannot. Because understand, there's 1,000 people that they've helped. They didn't film all those stories. There's plenty of people they helped that never went online. And they gave people options. Would you like to tell this story? And you say, I'd love to. If this helps you make more so you can help more people, I would love to. Mm-hmm. If this means that you raise awareness for the fact that most people are blind, not due to some genetic issue that can't be cured, but because of easily curable 10-minute procedures that we can't afford, I would love to. And all of a sudden, your father can now see again. They're bawling their eyes out because they're making eye contact and they really feel like they're being seen for the first time. That's what he's giving these people. And rather than having this kind of outrage for the systems that create these inequalities, you direct it at the individual who's greatly improving their lives and allowing families to be able to look at each other. There's not a day that I'm ever going to look at somebody doing something this positive and try to figure out their motives. I don't even care. Let's say I'm the most uncharitable person, and I think Mr. Beast is a selfish piece of shit human being who's only doing this for the clicks. I don't give a fuck.
That's how we
There is 1,000 people now that can see that couldn't see yesterday. And if he takes that money and wants to be more egotistical to save another 1,000, I will celebrate that too. I don't give a fuck what's in his heart or what his intentions are. People that couldn't see can now see.
That's a f***ed up way to be egotistical.
Do you understand? Close your fucking eyes. Now that's your rest of your life. Someone can change that. I will never sit here and get mad at him for that.
That's
Because we spend too much time in our society celebrating niggas with guns shooting each other, celebrating people who are getting violent in the ring or doing other kinds of crazy stuff. Someone's giving people their eyesight back.
Bring it.
And you want to call them demons.
Tell them.
Then, bitch, I want to be in hell.
Especially now, it's kind of cold outside.
I'm just keeping it stacked with y'all. This is the kind of stuff that I see people doing online that I'm like, this is goofy virtue signaling to me.
Yo,
Think about the outcomes. That's just, I want you guys to think more about that.
But you said something very interesting. That's how we choose to be selfish?
Yeah.
Like, if he wants to... Think about what you're saying, guys. His way of being selfish... Like, he loves clicks so much that he's going to be selfish and help 1,000 people.
I think the word selfish has such a negative connotation because I think the way that people employ it is like there's an extreme interest in oneself. I think most actions, if you take it at the literal definition, have some self-interest involved.
Man, King.
When you do something good for other people, you partially do it because it feels good, because you're rewarded, because you're strengthening bonds, because you're helping others. Yeah, you're doing it for them. But there's also a part of you that's rewarded for that. That's not even a bad thing. This is literally our biology, all right, and our social skills being programmed into us to encourage us and incentivize us to do good things. The same thing with our families and helping them. Like, it does give us a rewarding feeling. And it's okay. You don't have to feel guilty about that. It's not a bad thing. No. This is our social engineering over hundreds of decades, encouraging us to create communities. Whether you're giving people tax write-offs so they can donate more, whether you are telling people you're a great job and I really appreciate it and you're making them feel good when they do something good, whatever the fuck it is, encourage people to do good. We need to encourage everybody to start giving more, to do more, because it helps the people in your community. And I'm not even talking about big stuff. Go volunteer at a soup kitchen. And I'll say, good, I'm grateful that you're doing that. Even if you only doing it to hear my words of affirmation, it doesn't fucking matter because they need those volunteers. You understand? So whoever it is, if they do something good, go out of your way to thank them, to really appreciate what they've done. Show gratitude because it might just be the extra boost that they need to do more good for other people. And guess what? You're creating a chain reaction. So let's get out of trying to read people's intentions to try to make people perfect angels that don't exist, who are Mother Teresa, right? And let's just encourage people when they do something good. That's all.
I'm not a fan of people giving to homeless people like a $20 and you're like, camera in the face. It's fucked up. And I think it's a different thing than what Mr. Beast does, just because you're filming misery. All right, these people are not necessarily miserable, but like I feel like sometimes they don't get asked, those homeless people, if they want to be on cam. You just arrive here with your cam and you give that shit I hate. Like, ask people if you want to film them and stuff like that. In the case of Mr. Beef, Mr. Beef.
Now that he came out with them burgers, I might start calling him Mr. Beef. Hey, pause. Mr. Beef sounds like a good porn name. Yeah. You found out this nigga is hung?
Yeah, and whenever
Mr. Beef went to Mr. Beef.
Yeah, and then when he comes, he goes, beefcake.
What?
Because is the icing on the cake?
Anyways, let's go. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. My bad.
Yeah, so I don't like when they do that. Now, in this case, with Mr. Beast himself, he gets people on there. He asks them to be like, there's consent to be there, and he heals them. And yeah, the reason why he's able to do that to so many people is because people are watching his video. So it goes back. So he created a separate channel called Mr. Beast Philanthropy, right? So he did a separate thing to be able to help people and give back. Because at some point you get so much out of you, and you cover your basic needs, you want to give back. It's either two things, okay? When you stack up a lot of money, it's either you buy stupid shit or you give back. It's really the two avenues that you have. So he decided to create a separate channel to give back to people. And whenever he does that, in the process that he does that, of course, it's going to be he's going to make a video out of it to make more profit, to be able to give back to other people. So it's like if those people that cannot give back to other people are actually with those videos helping give back to other people. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, right? They give to the next person. So if Mr. Beast helped me, I help Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast helps some other person. So I don't think it's that bad, and I really don't think it is the same thing as people just arriving in front of homeless people not caring. Because when you arrive to go homeless people and you don't ask them permission, you do not care about their situation and who they are. It's not the same level. Yeah, but I'm helping you, so shut the fuck up. And you don't have the right to say yes or no. These people have the right to say yes or no. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can understand the feeling when people say that he is using those people, but you hear all those people say, well, you know, it only takes $2 billion to solve world hunger, and people don't do it. And people don't do it, they don't do anything. Elon Musk, you hear all sorts of things about people with a lot of money, that they don't do nothing with their money. And then you see someone that does actually something good with his money. You know how many YouTubers there is out there that do stupid shit with their money? That go out and create more videos to create more stupid shit? I'd rather like this. You can call it what you want, but I'd rather this, so I'm with it. It's a bit like what Cat Williams said. Bubble, I don't eat pussy for you. I eat pussy for me. Does it make you feel good? Yeah, but I didn't do it for you. I did it for me. Yeah. And there's another thing that I was just thinking while Abba was talking. Maybe he does that for clips. Maybe he does that for clicks. Maybe. Or maybe he films the whole process for transparency.
Or for awareness.
So you show where it goes. So you show where the money is taken and where it goes and how the process was, so you don't think it's a sham to get more clicks, actually. No, like a lot of things that happen and a lot of other fundraisings that happen that we didn't know where the money is going. That's the proof that people are being they see, they're being freed for the shackle from their shackles of blindness. You know what I mean? You can actually see the work, where he goes, what it takes, and it brings awareness to what this thing is. It's really simple. You just need this. Boom. That's it. Maybe it's just awareness and transparency.
I don't believe.
I don't know.
I don't believe half the people who have an issue with this really care about the issue. I think when someone's popular and they're doing the good thing,
they trying to find
people want to see the demons in them. Why? Because they become very uncomfortable with the thought of someone being really good in that sense, because it reflects their own negative impressions about themselves. Or it shines a light on what little that they're doing. But you don't have to be insecure. It's not because someone else is shining bright that there's something that you have to be feeling terrible about. Their light doesn't have to dim yours. At the end of the day, I'm just happy that a lot of people get to see. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. If you've ever had short periods of time where you didn't have access to your vision, you know how fucking chilling that is. And some people have to live with that every day. And they cope and they adjust and they make life work. But for those who do get that gift, it's a beautiful thing. When I see people who would otherwise be bound to wheelchairs their whole lives get prosthetics that are newly built technology, I'm excited for them. People are getting a better life. And with all the negative stuff happening in the world, it's cool to see the technology and these creators who are high school dropouts all the time are pooling their resources together to create change in the lives of so many fucking people. So, I don't know. To me, I didn't want to just end this getting mad at the detractors. What he did was fucking amazing. Period. Amazing.
If I could reach as many people as he can reach and do as much good, shit.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we got people who glorify their lives with possessions and Bugattis and whatever the fuck else they can afford. Everyone's like, wow, that's the pinnacle of success. Nah, bro. This is what it is. When you can change communities, change the lives of so many people for the better, using your hard-earned dollars, not for your self-interest, but for changing other people's lives. To me, I don't know. It's just, I think it's a beautiful thing. And you're going to have a hard time convincing me otherwise. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We want to hear from you.